Welcome back to E3 2019 at IGN. I'm Joe Screbbles. I'm joined by Per Schneider.
I'm so excited.
I know, it's ridiculous. Let's just jump straight into it. They just announced a sequel to Breath of the Wild, which doesn't make sense anymore.
And it doesn't just look like that it picks up right at the end of the last game. It's like set in this kind of darker, scarier place with, a mummy being resurrected. It looks so cool.
Zelda's had a haircut, which implies time passing. That's
Yeah.
just classic storytelling.
Maybe since it's hard to do hair and skirts, we've heard that in the past, maybe the short hair means we can play her.
That's actually a very
Who
good
knows,
point.
right?
There's so many questions. Top among them for me is this going to be a co-op game? Have they been watching? Have they been watching Link Together? Have they been getting ideas for
I don't
us?
know. It's really tough to see stuff. I mean, I pumped up the brightness really high on this. What I want this to be, I want this to connect to Twilight Princess. Like all the writing, like the kind of like green lettering that seals this Ganon's mummy, whatever it may be, looks like the Tweely stuff that we've seen from the Twilight people in Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Like Midna in her human form has kind of like that green
She's got that
lettering
patterning,
everywhere.
yeah. So, do you think it's going to be a physical, timeline connection? Are they going to use the Zelda timeline, or do you think it's going to be vaguer?
I think they just tell the story they want to do, and then somebody afterwards goes, well, maybe this is how it connects, and they go, sounds good.
Yeah,
right?
They just tell
They
people.
don't take it that seriously. But there is some cool stuff in there. Like, I really would love it if, the Gerudo who's sealed there with a jewel on the head. I hope that's not Ganon.
Okay.
I don't, we just did the Ganon story. Give me someone new. Maybe it's somebody related to him, somebody else.
See, to me, this reminds me more of Majora's Mask, but on a sort of developmental level. This idea that we've got the same engine, the same assets, reused, but also that it's darker and sadder and weirder.
Yeah.
Which they've done before, and the most exciting part of that to me is the reason they did that with Majora's Mask is to get a sequel out within 2 years. Now, we're past 2 years, obviously, but who knows how long this has been in development. They never formally said after Champion's Ballad that they were done with Breath of the Wild, and I've looked at my review today. The first line is, this doesn't feel like much of a send-off for Breath of the Wild, and it really feels to me like we could see this quite soon.
I like that idea too. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Majora's Mask. Majora is basically the Alice in Wonderland version of Ocarina of Time, right? Like you literally fall into a hole in that, and you see little clocks as if you just chased a rabbit down there, and then you wake up and all the characters are still there, just like in Wizard of Oz or something, but they all play different roles. It'd be really cool if this was a take on it, but man, this looks so dark even compared to Majora's Mask. I'm hoping it's a new villain, that they maybe bring in some of the lore from the Tweely, or maybe from, if they add Midna, I would just faint. That'd be amazing. I named my dog Midna, so I'm a big fan. But there's also some of the lore, some of the stuff on the cave walls looks like the relief stuff from the scrolls in Wind Waker. So maybe it's a mix. Maybe it's everything coming together.
They've always liked reusing their ideas, reusing the races and the people. Why wouldn't they just bring all of this into one place and give us the melange version of Zelda?
Yeah, it's a cyclical story, obviously, the whole Zelda story. So we'll see if that villain connects to the others. The castle rising up is definitely very Ocarina of Time.
100%.
So, or it could be Skyward Sword where stuff starts to levitate. So we'll see if they connect all the dots, or if it's all new.
So exciting. I mean, we could talk literally forever.
I can't wait, but we're gonna have to wait. I
Yes, we
don't
are.
think they'll pull off obviously we're past 1 year, but that 1 year development cycle with Majora's Mask was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I think this could be sooner rather than later.
Please.
We don't know more. We're going to ask as much as we can to Nintendo, but for now, keep it locked to IGN for more.